Okay, hopefully my microphone's working. I think the setting's right. So I'll make a couple short arguments just for fun. Just having fun here. So James 2. Look what he says. So this is the Sabbath still a commandment? Oh, obviously there's 10 commandments that are referenced in the New Testament over and over. So it says, let's see. Okay. The royal law, which is obviously the law cut from God's throne, the law of liberty. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. You do well. But if you show partiality, you commit sin. So it's not merely the 10 commandments, but notice he says, for he who said, do not commit adultery, one of the 10 commandments, and said, do not murder. Now, if you commit adultery, but you murder, you have become a transgressor of the law. A sin, you sin. So speak and so do as those who will be judged by the law of liberty. What is the law of liberty, according to this? It's the freedom of walking in the ways of God. It's the 10 commandments, perhaps more, but it's not. It's not the 10 commandments. Who's judged by the law of liberty? What is the law of liberty? If you stumble in one point, you're guilty of all. One what? One point? And then he quotes the 10 commandments. So what is the whole law here? If you break one, you break them all. So even if you keep the whole law, but you stumble in one point, you're guilty of all. What's the whole law in this context? It's the 10 commandments. So if you break one, you break them all. So one what? Are you not guilty of all if you break any of the other ones? Good luck justifying that. He's referencing the 10 commandments. This is logically obvious and necessary to read it that way. But obviously you're not saved by keeping the law. How about Revelation 12:17? The dragon was enraged with the woman and went to make war with the rest of her offspring, the people of God, who keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus. Chapter 11. The temple of God was opened in heaven, and the ark of his covenant was seen in the temple. This is after the cross. Look, it's about judgment. Remember, speak ye and do so as those who will be judged by the law of liberty. Who's judged by the law of liberty? The world is judged by the law of liberty, by God's government, by his ways. Again, if you've broken one, you've broken them all. One what? One of the royal law, he references the 10 commandments, saying if you break one of them, but keep the rest, you've broken them all. So everybody needs grace for breaking the commandments, which are clearly, perhaps not merely the 10 commandments, but they certainly are the 10 commandments. And perhaps you can make a case for more than that. Obviously, you need the Spirit that empowers you to walk in the ways of God. So there's an argument. James 2. Who's judged by the law of liberty? Now it's the 10 commandments. That's all.